this is Harry and welcome back to Harry's English grammar lessons and helpful tips to get you to be more confident to speak your English. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, press that button now and I'll talk to you later on about some more useful information. So what are we going to talk to you about today? Well, we're going to talk to you about collocations, and the first collocations are those to do with the word all, A-L-L. So I have several of these and I'll talk you through each of them slowly with some good examples, and hopefully then you'll be able to understand how exactly we can use them. Okay, so if you're comfortable, let's begin. So the first one is all over, all over. So all over means everywhere, all over the world. There are people starving all over the world. There are people who are rich all over. Okay, so all over can mean everywhere. So one of the children comes in and they knock over a glass of water and the water goes everywhere, all over the floor, all over the tablecloth, all over your laptop. Oh my God, what has happened? It's all over. Yeah, okay. And we can also use all over in a slightly different way when we want to put some statement or some exclamation about something. Well, the game, it's all over now, meaning that was the very last kick of the game and there's nothing anybody can do about the result. It's all over, it's finished. Okay, then we have all but, and that means almost completely, all but. I'm all but out of money. I've only a little bit of money in my pocket or in my bank. I need some more. I'm all but out of money. You're driving along the road and you're looking at the little needle on your dashboard and you see that, oh, you're in the red zone of the petrol or your fuel, and you go, oh my God, I'm all but out of petrol. I hope I find a petrol station soon so I can fill up my car. Okay, and the next collocation we have is all too, and this is T-O-O, all too, and this usually means very. We often use it with expressions all too often, all too easy. Okay, you do this all too often, or he does it all too often. He's been late every day this week. He does it all too often for my liking. We should tell him something or we should give him a warning. Okay, all too easy. It's all too easy for kids these days. They get anything that they want. In my day, we had to work really hard for something. Well, I did. We had to work really hard for everything. So it's all too easy for kids these days. Next one, all round. All round, all round means a bit like the first one we gave you. It's everywhere, all around the world. Yeah. Or you ask one of the children to clean the house and you say, okay, look, if you want some pocket money, you're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to do some hoovering. And mind you, it's not just where you see, you have to go all around the house, into the corners, up high, down low, get everything hoovered. Never works for my kids, but I keep hoping. So all round. You can also say things like all year round. Yeah, okay, so the weather in the Canary Islands is warm all year round. The weather in the tropics is very hot all year round, means all of the time, every time you visit. And the next one I have for you is specifically to do with sport, and in particular is to do with football. So we use all when we're talking about the result or the score. Somebody says, well, what's the score in the match? It's 1-1, meaning 1 goal for one team, 1 goal for the other team. Or what was the final result? 2-2, an even game, equal, everybody got a point. So 2-2, 2 goals for your team, 2 goals for the other team. So 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, etc. Even when there's no score in the game, 0-0 or 0-0. Okay? 0-0 or 0-0. So what do we have next? Then the next one is all told, okay, meaning together, everything together, all told. You say, well, all told, that wasn't such a bad presentation. I mean, it started off well, the middle was okay, we got a good lot of questions at the end, so all told, meaning all together, we could be quite pleased with what we did. So all told, meaning all together. Okay, and the next one is know it all. Know it all. Well, this is quite common and often we use it with somebody when we get a little bit annoyed with them. Say, you know it all, yeah? You think you know it all. Or your children, 16 and 17-year-olds, 16 or 17-year-olds, they know it all, don't they? They think they do. They haven't had the experience that you and I have had. They don't really know it all. So know it all means when they think they have all the information, or you think they have all the information, or indeed when you want to give somebody a little bit of a slagging, aha, you know it all, don't you? When really they've made a mistake and they didn't really get it correct. Okay, so know it all. Now there is a word, a noun, we could say a know-all. Yeah, when we try and we speak to somebody that thinks they know everything. You're just a know-all. You mean you think you know it all. So know it all and know all, slightly different, but with the same intention and the same meaning. Okay, and then the next one is to be all something, to be all something. And usually we use this with words like to be all smiles, ding, yeah, or to be all innocent, yeah. So what do they mean? Well, to be all smiles is somebody who's always got a smile on their face, but behind it there might lurk a hidden meaning. The guy might not be so sincere with his smiles. And you say, that guy, he's all smiles, but really you need to be very careful about him because he would stick the knife in when you're not looking. So to be all smiles doesn't always mean the person is very nice, okay? To be all innocent means when somebody says, oh, it wasn't me, I couldn't have done that, oh my God, yeah? So to be all innocent means somebody who denies that they had any part in anything, or they are acting a little bit innocently. And again, there's something there underneath it that you might think they're not as innocent as you think they are, okay? This could be kids, yeah? So a little 8 or 9-year-old can be all smiles or all innocent when really they pushed your son over in the park, or they did something that pulled the flowers out of your garden, something really nasty. Okay, so to be all something, all smiles or all innocent. And this one is one of my favorites, all talk. So all talk often comes with another expression, all talk but no action. So you can get the hint from that what exactly it means. So when we talk about somebody being all talk, it's na 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 na, but they never follow it through with any specific action. You know, one of the children, you can ask them, well, how are the studies going? Oh, yeah, I'm doing well. I'm going a few hours here and a few hours there. And yeah, and what did you do yesterday? Well, yeah, I had to go to football yesterday, so I didn't do as much as I wanted to do. And well, what about tomorrow? Well, actually, there's a football match tomorrow, so probably won't be able to do a bit. So, oh God, here we go. All talk about the studies, but no real action. And we'll find out when we get the results of the exams. Hopefully good. So when somebody is all talk, they usually tell you what they're going to do, and they'll tell you again what they're going to do, and they'll tell you again what they're going to do, but there's no action. They don't follow it through. Okay, and the next one we have is all-nighter. Okay, this is a sort of a invented word, you know, night, N-I-G-H-T, is a night, and nighter, N-I-G-H-T-E-R. So what's an all-nighter? Well, an all-nighter can be a really rough party. I've had a few of those in my time, I can tell you. So, you know, we went out with the intention of having 1 or 2 beers, and it ended up being an all-nighter. So you struggled into work the next morning, and the boss looked at you and your eyes were down here somewhere. Oh yeah, an all-nighter, was it, Harry? I said, well, you know, we were celebrating. So an all-nighter is something that goes on all night, long into the night, and when you get there in the morning you think, oh God, never again. Okay, well, we're there now, and just one last one, all in all. All in all means like taking everything together. Well, all in all, it wasn't such a bad performance, was it? All in all, we won the match. We could have played a little bit better, but all in all, we got the result we wanted. All in all, the party was quite good. Everything went well. People turned up on time. There's a lot of dancing, a lot of singing. The food was really great. So all in all, I think this place is not so bad. We might try it again next year. Okay, guys, well, that completes the lesson for today. And we were talking about collocations with all. Okay, so as I said at the beginning, press that button and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to contact me, you can do so on www.englishlessonviaskype.com, and when you get there you'll find a link to my Easy Peasy English Club. It's a great club to help you to learn better English, to speak better English, to make better pronunciation, and above all to make you much more confident in your English. Okay, join me again soon.